Introduction: How the public sector supports public trust and confidence, and the role of public accountability in doing that is not well understood. Although a lot of theory exists, there are few agreed concepts, frameworks, or guidelines. Before we can start to think about how to plan for and manage public accountability, we need to better understand why public accountability is important, the way it can be established, and how the system of public accountability complements the system of public management. Besides, the Auditor General provides Parliament's independence assurance that public organizations are cooperating and accounting for their performance in the way Parliament intended. Parliamentary accountability addresses the concerns that governments and their agencies should fulfill their responsibility, and where problems occur or complaints arise, there should be mechanisms available to hold them to account for their actions or omissions. In this assignment, we can define the concept of public accountability and know about the role of the Auditor General and Parliament in ensuring public accountability in Malaysia.
Accountability plays greater roles, particularly in public administration. The term has been socially constructed and contested. Over a decade, it has been a debatable term among researchers since there are no exhaustive definitions on it. Accountability is always related to good governance that implies public organizations which conduct public matters, manage public funds, and guarantee the realization of human rights in a way fundamentally free from abuse and corruption, as well as obeying the rule of law. The concept of accountability also has been evolving and broadening to a broader concept of integrated financial management and stewardship over the effective and efficient use of financial and other resources in all areas of government operations. Accountability in the public sector requires governments to answer to the public to justify the source and utilization of public resources, because there is perception that the government is inefficient and has poor performance in services delivery. Due to the growing concern on how the government spends the money, the public demands seem increasing and adding up a pressure to the government in managing the resources prudently.
The role of Auditor General of Malaysia is to add accountability by conducting independent audits on the account of federal government, state government and federal statutory bodies, as well as the activities of the ministry, department, agency and companies under the federal and state government. Second, the Auditor General checks the spending of public funds and resources by looking at whether these were used for the intended purpose with regard to economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. The Auditor General checks all government spending every year. This checking process is called audit. By carrying out annual audits, the Auditor General assists Parliament to hold to account and call to account all persons entrusted with management of public funds and resources. Auditor General audit ensures Parliament ultimate authority, supervision and control over all aspects of public finance.
Parliament is the legislature of the federal government, and it makes laws that can be enforced nationwide. Parliament approves federal law, makes amendment to existing federal law, examines government policy, approves government spending, and approves new tax revenues. Parliament is also a forum to discuss matters of public interest. To enable Parliament to carry out its responsibilities fully and more effectively, the Constitution has provided a number of rights and exceptions called privilege of members of Parliament to MPs. Each house has the power to regulate its own procedure, has absolute power over its respective proceedings where these powers cannot be challenged in any court. and each house may impose a penalty for violation of privilege or contempt within the house. Generally, members of the House enjoy immunity from civil and criminal proceedings on matters debated and met in parliamentary sections.
In conclusion, there are some benefits of accountability, which is accountability makes you reliable and builds an admirable character and gives you a feeling of satisfaction since you can be trusted. Besides, it can build self-worth, admirable character, better productivity, and the last one is goal setting. Accountability leads us towards rectification.